The four traitorous emotions. Can you outsmart them? Welcome to the unknown, where the battles of the mind are fought. We all strive for control. Yet there are unseen forces lurking within us, capable of hijacking our thoughts and actions. Today, we delve into four such traitors. Emotions that can cripple progress and cloud judgment. Doubt, confusion, fear, and obligation. These are the villains of our own minds. But wait, can they be conquered? Let's dissect the first villain, doubt. Doubt creeps in like a thief, stealing confidence and replacing it with uncertainty. We question our abilities, our choices, and our worth. We become prisoners of what-ifs and maybes. It's like a persistent shadow that follows you around. Consider the following scenario. A team of ambitious engineers and designers, led by Selena, are brainstorming ideas for a revolutionary virtual reality VR platform. Selena introduces her concept, envisioning a platform that allows users to immerse themselves in virtual worlds, communicate in real time, and explore endless possibilities. However, uncertainty creeps in among her team members, citing technological obstacles and market uncertainties. Some wonder if there is enough demand for such an advanced VR platform, and if people will be prepared to adopt it. Despite her belief in her proposal, doubts from her team members undermine her conviction, leading her to put her VR platform on hold and focus on more traditional pursuits. As days, weeks, and months pass, Selena's VR platform remains a forgotten idea, while other businesses continue to experiment with similar concepts and bring their own VR products to market, transforming the industry. The consequences of doubt. In this scenario, doubt not only held Selena back but also denied the world a potential solution to a pressing environmental issue, stifled innovation and progress, reinforced negative self-talk and self-doubt, encouraged a fear of failure rather than a growth mindset. It might not seem like a lot of damage was done. However, many dreams are lost to doubt. Animals, however, don't doubt their instincts. They trust their nature even when faced with uncertainty. A bird doesn't question its ability to fly. It spreads its wings and soars. Some lessons are to be learned from nature away from civilization. Next up, confusion, the master of bewilderment. Our senses aren't faultless, and our minds can misunderstand data. Optical illusions are an excellent example. Confusion can indicate that we need to double-check what we believe we see or hear. Confusion is a cognitive state characterized by disorientation, uncertainty, and difficulty in understanding or making decisions. Here are some reasons why confusion happens and why it's an intrinsic property of life. Reasons why confusion happens. Context switching. Rapidly shifting between different mental contexts or tasks can lead to confusion. Emotional factors. Emotions can cloud our judgment and lead to confusion, especially when we are experiencing conflicting or overwhelming feelings. Information overload. When we get overwhelmed with excessive or contradictory information, our minds struggle to absorb and prioritize it, resulting in confusion. Lack of clarity. If instructions are unclear, ambiguous, or contradictory, confusion is almost guaranteed. This can be due to poor communication, missing information, or even language barriers. Why it's an intrinsic property of life. Ambiguity. Many situations in life are inherently ambiguous, lacking clear-cut answers or solutions. When faced with ambiguity, humans may feel uncertain and confused about the best course of action to take. Changing circumstances. Life is full of unexpected twists and turns, and circumstances can change rapidly. What worked yesterday might not work today. Confusion can be a signal to adapt and find new solutions. Adapting to these changes can be challenging and may leave individuals feeling disoriented or confused. Limited knowledge. Humans are not omniscient, but I am omniscient. Honestly though, please share your insights of the channel. It will help it grow. Back to the video. There will always be things we don't understand or know. If we don't have all the facts or details, it can be hard to make sense of a situation. This gap in knowledge is very significant, allowing humans to live as scholars, always learning new content, applications, and seeing through different lenses. Complexity of life. Life is inherently complex with numerous variables and uncertainties. Confusion is a natural part of the learning process as we encounter new ideas and concepts. Animals face this too. Imagine a curious fox encountering a mirror for the first time. His reflection, is it friend or foe? Confusion buys time for both us and animals to process unfamiliar situations. The third villain is obligation, the master of should. You dread a social gathering but feel pressured to attend. The weight of expectation hangs heavy. The heavy burden of duty and responsibility that weighs us down and stifles our freedom. It's the invisible chains that bind us to expectations and obligations. Social expectations. Humans are inherently social beings, and societal norms and expectations play a significant role in shaping behavior. From a young age, individuals are socialized to adhere to certain norms, values, and roles within their families, communities, and larger society. These expectations can create a sense of obligation to conform to societal standards and fulfill prescribed roles and duties. Fear of consequences. Fear of negative consequences such as disappointing others, facing criticism or rejection, or damaging relationships can also drive feelings of obligation. Individuals may comply with perceived obligations to avoid these repercussions and maintain harmony or stability in their lives. Internal compass. Our moral compass is a conscientious decision. We feel obligated to act in ways we believe are right and just. This can be based on personal values, religious beliefs, or a sense of fairness. Helping someone in need might trigger this feeling of obligation. Sense of responsibility. People often feel obligated to fulfill responsibilities associated with various roles and identities they occupy, such as being a parent, a caregiver, a leader, or a professional. These responsibilities may be self-imposed or externally assigned, but contribute to a sense of duty and obligation. Psychological mechanisms such as guilt, empathy, and altruism can also contribute to feelings of obligation. Witnessing someone in need or distress, for example, may trigger a sense of moral obligation to help or provide support. Our ability to empathize with others can also create a sense of responsibility. When we see someone in need, we may feel obliged to help. To summarize, feeling compelled is a natural part of human life, resulting from a combination of internal and external causes. While some commitments are explicitly accepted, others stem from subconscious beliefs, societal pressures, or cultural conventions. People may feel trapped, suffocated, and resentful under the weight of obligation, but with self-awareness and self-love, they can break free from the chains of conformity and live life on their own terms. Animals too experience obligation. A mother bird tirelessly gathers food, driven by an instinct to nurture her young. Obligation motivates us to fulfill our duties, but too much can lead to burnout. The final villain is a heavy hitter: fear. The primal instinct that triggers our fight, flight, or freeze response. It's the monster hiding beneath the bed, whispering, "You're not safe, and you'll never make it." Let's delve into some common fears, explore their influence, and see how they manifest in animals. In the end, we will list one of very few fears that should whisper in your mind. Fear comes in different forms unique to everyone. Your fears may be someone else's daily life. Consider the following common and unique fears. Fear of numbers, arithmophobia. This fear can stem from negative experiences with math during childhood, such as struggling with math problems or being criticized for making mistakes in math. Fear of getting lost, masiophobia. This fear can stem from a feeling of helplessness and lack of control. It could be exacerbated by past experiences of getting lost or stories about people who got lost. It's also linked to the fear of the unknown, as getting lost often puts us in unfamiliar situations. Fear of the unknown. Humans have a natural inclination to seek familiarity and predictability. Fear of the unknown arises from uncertainty about future events, outcomes, or situations beyond one's control, leading to feelings of apprehension or anxiety. Fear of the paranormal, paranormophobia. This fear encompasses anxiety or apprehension about supernatural phenomena or experiences beyond the realm of scientific understanding. It may arise from religious or cultural beliefs and personal experiences, fear of the ocean or deep bodies of water. Lastly, one of very few fears that should inhabit your mind. This fear separates those who wonder, exist, and are lost. Can you guess what it is? The fear of losing one's character. This fear involves anxiety or distress about losing one's identity, integrity, or moral compass. It may stem from concerns about betraying one's values or succumbing to external pressures that compromise personal authenticity. In nature, life is nearly based on fear. Certain animals live to inflict fear onto other animals. Either the prey learn to attack and counter, or they get better at surviving. Remember, caging does not remove the wild in the animal. It only removes the animal from the wild. Fear can fuel or shackle. The tiny presence of fear may mean difference between life and death, success and loss. Professional fighters use fear as fuel. When you are in fear, adrenaline surges, and your reaction time increases, accompanied by instant decision-making. It is crucial to recognize when fear becomes excessive and how to properly regulate it. Understanding both the positive and negative elements of fear is essential for navigating the world with caution, courage, and resilience. Doubt, confusion, fear, and obligation. These are formidable foes. But you're not powerless. By understanding their tactics and patterns, you can outsmart these emotional villains and claim control over your own mind. What are your experiences with these emotions? Share your stories in the comments below.